It all started when the HOA Karen decided she was queen of the lake. I just moved into my dream ranch, acres of green pasture rolling right up to the glittering blue water. My deed clearly said private lakefront access, but apparently that meant nothing to Karen, the self-appointed president of the HOA empire. One afternoon, I came home to find strangers picnicking on my dock. A group of kids were splashing around with inflatable swans. I thought maybe they were lost. Nope. Turns out Karen had told the entire HOA they could use the community lakefront. "Excuse me?" I said, trying to keep calm. "This isn't community property. This is my private section." Karen strutted up, oversized sunglasses glinting, clipboard in hand. "Not anymore," she chirped. "We voted last night. The HOA has decided to extend lake privileges to everyone." "You voted?" I blinked. "You can't vote away someone's property line, Karen." "Oh, please," she scoffed. "It's just water. You can share. Don't be so territorial." I checked my security cameras that night. Sure enough, Karen had actually gone around painting over my private dock sign and put up one that said, "Community access. HOA approved." I could feel my blood boiling. So, I did what any ranch owner with a sense of humor and a taste for revenge would do. The next day, I went down to the county office. Turns out my property line extended not just to the dock, but 20 feet into the lake itself. I smiled so hard the clerk thought I won the lottery. I called a fencing company and ordered a custom steel barrier. A beauty of a fence that ran from my shoreline right into the lake. It had motion sensors, automatic locks, and bright, shiny, private property signs every few feet. When Karen came by the next morning, latte in hand, she nearly dropped her cup. "What is that?" she screeched. "Oh," I said casually, "just protecting my property. Can't have random folks trespassing anymore." "You're blocking our lake access," she shouted. "No," I corrected. "I'm blocking my lake access. The HOA doesn't own an inch of this." She went red as a fire truck. "You can't do this. The board will fine you." "Karen," I said with a grin, "I am the board of my own land." She actually called the cops. I watched from my porch as two deputies pulled up, clearly trying not to laugh. One of them looked over my paperwork, then at Karen. "Ma'am," the deputy said, "he's completely within his rights. Actually, it looks like you've been trespassing." Karen's jaw dropped. But I'm the HOA president." "Doesn't mean you own the lake," he said. "In fact, you might want to step back. That fence has motion alarms. You'll set it off." The next week, Karen tried one more trick. She hosted a community kayak day. The event flyer had my address on it. Dozens of HOA members showed up, only to find the fence locked and the water beyond it sparkling, completely empty. Meanwhile, I was on the other side, peacefully fishing. I waved at them with a big smile. Then I turned on my water pump, the one that controlled the small inlet feeding the HOA's shared pond. See, that pond was fed from my lake's overflow line. A little adjustment on my end, and let's just say their pond turned into a mud pit. Karen called another emergency HOA meeting. By the time the county assessor visited, they realized not only was I in full compliance, but Karen had technically violated multiple property laws. She ended up getting slapped with a fine for unauthorized signage and trespassing. The cherry on top, the local paper ran a story titled, "Homeowner Protects Lakefront from HOA Overreach, Fences Off Water Access." The photo of Karen fuming behind that steel fence became an instant meme in town. Now, every time I walk by my lake, I see the reflection of that shiny fence and grin. Karen wanted to share my lake? Well, now she gets to share her HOA's embarrassment instead. And my dock? Still private. Still peaceful. Just the way it was meant to be.